Are we live? Are we live? It says we are live. What is up? In the garage. It's very messy. Guess they won't tell me how many people are in here for some reason. If anybody's in here. Let me know if you're in the chat. I got two nice rainbow trouts here to cut open. I know I said I was going to do this 30 minutes ago, but I got busy. I barely made this time. That's what I want. What is up? How are you doing tonight? Just want to cut some trout open here. Talk some fishing with you guys. Oh, I should probably share this on Fishbrain since nobody's saying nothing in the chat. I set this up super last minute. Let's see. What's up, people? How you doing tonight? Chilling in the garage. Got two nice rainbow trouts here. I got a fillet. Hey, Carpin down under is back. What's up? I got two of the three trout I caught in the live stream tonight that I kept. I'm going to be cutting them open here, filleting them, and we could just talk fishing and stuff like that. Hoping to get a couple more people in the chat. All right. So, yeah, thanks for being here, Carpin down under. I didn't tell nobody. Usually I post about this stuff before I do a live stream. So, Dixie May says first. You're third on my screen, Dixie May, but thanks for being in here. Henry Harrington, what's up? He said, what's up, Sunfish King? What's up, Henry Harrington? How you doing? Watched your earlier video. Now I'm going to bed. Yeah, it's later where you're at. So I only caught 3 rainbows earlier. I caught 14 in that stream yesterday or whenever that other one was. But I caught 3 today. A little slower, different lake. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good night. Cutting open some rainbow trout here, guys. Let's see. Cool. So we got 4 people in here. Jaden said your cam. What about my cam? What about the cam? Oh, you got the hush puppies cooking? Man, making me want to cook this trout up. No, I have so many leftovers I can't cook the trout up, but I promise you guys soon I'll do a cooking live stream. If I can get everybody out of my house and stuff like that, I will do a cooking live stream. So I love cooking almost as much as I love fishing. That's a lie, but I do like cooking. Trout sounds delicious right now. Yeah, I'm not going to cook it up right now, but I am going to cut it up right now. And if you guys have any fishing-related questions or just any fishing discussion, let's talk fishing. You guys do any trout fishing yourselves? I prefer the Panther Martin spinners for trout fishing personally. But when I just want to relax and sit back and, not do anything, it's either worms, corn, or power bait usually. And those lakes have a lot of weeds and a lot of moss and stuff like that. So that's why I was doing floating power bait out there. Jaden Danger said rip the trout. Yeah, I kept 2 trout, Jaden. What up, Mo Creek? What is up, Mo Creek? Yeah, Jaden, as soon as it gets warm, I don't know why they stock trout here because they can't survive in Missouri. So as soon as it gets warm, they all die. So they just put a few in there for people to catch and eat and for the other fish to eat and stuff like that over the winter. So as it's getting warm, there's really no problem keeping them because they ain't going to make it anyway. Did some carp. Let's see. Thanks for being in here, Mo Creek. I'm going to cut open 2 trouts that I just caught in my earlier live stream. I'm going to get to it here pretty quick before they dry out or anything like that. Dixie May said deep fry and cast iron skillet. I've done some fly fishing for trout, says Carpin down under. Lost a bunch. Only ever landed 1 brown at 5 pounds. Yeah, that's absolutely massive. I've caught a lot of brown trout, but none over 5 pounds. Those are all on spinners, though. And you lose a lot fly fishing. You lose a lot of trout just in general. I lost a lot of trout out there in Colorado. I went to Colorado, did some wild trout fishing. And yeah, I lost quite a few, but I caught quite a few too. It's good stuff. They stock trout to sell more trout stamps. Yeah, everything's a money thing, but it also gives people something to do over the winter, because a lot of people don't do much fishing over the winter, even though you can still catch crappie, you can catch nice catfish, stuff like that. You can catch bluegills and bass through the ice and stuff if you have safe ice or whatever. There's ways to catch fish over the winter. Find warm water discharge, stuff like that. But yeah, that just keeps the people entertained and keeps them doing stuff. And then also, people sell more actual fishing licenses if people don't lose their interest in fishing over the winter, which is not like us, the people who fish, no matter what, but more like the fair weather fishers and the little kids and stuff. Well, I guess not little kids, because you have to be 17 to even need a trout or a fishing license here. But yeah, just the younger people and people who don't even know if they're into fishing or not. If they have to go 3 months without fishing, especially if it's right after they started or over the winter, they might not come back to fishing. So I think there's a couple reasons, but yeah, it's all a money thing, and also just to help people, because I know most of what I've been catching over the winter has been trout. What up, Luke Crane? I'm about to cut up some trout like right now. Fishing is so hard over the winter. Yeah, it gets a lot harder. The fish go from eating 8 times a day to eating 1 time every 8 days, basically. They don't eat nearly as much. They're not moving as much because they're not eating as much, because it's just a cycle. There's less fish for them to chase because those fish are trying to conserve their energy. So then they know they're not going to be eating as much food, so they try to conserve their energy, and then all the fish are just sitting there not moving around as much. So I'm glad they stock trout here. Love me some winter fishing. You never deal with crowds. I know. I did catch 2 rainbows through the ice out here on one of these lakes in a wildlife area. So that was on a live stream. See, yeah, but you haven't went days. You haven't went days of fishing with nothing. That's what the winter is. Yeah, days of fishing with nothing sucks. That's the winter. When did that start? I went from catching fish every single freaking time I went out. Like literally every time I went out, I would catch fish until mid or late December. And it's been on and off and really crappy for the warm water fish for me from December all the way until like a week or 2 ago. It just recently got to where I can catch a couple bluegills, a couple bass. Pretty soon I'm expecting it to pick up. But this weekend it's going to get freaking cold again and rain more and stuff, which I'm not happy about. That was you the whole winter, Luke. Yeah, that was me for a lot during the winter. If they didn't stock trout, I might have gotten discouraged. But the fact that I had trout and I caught a bunch and had really good luck there, then I caught a crappie one day, one crappie one day. Caught a couple bluegills over the winter, not very many. Some microfish, stuff like that. But yeah, the winter was rough. It got to the point where I couldn't even find creek chubs in the creeks. And I was talking to my friends in St. Louis, and they said they could still find creek chubs in the creeks all winter long. So I was like, why is it different? Let's see. Luke Crane outdoors, you ain't wrong. It's rough when you go all winter and you don't catch very much. Huh? What's your watch time looking like after all these lives? We can talk about it, Luke. Let's just say that in the last week, it's gone up like significantly, like just within a week from doing a bunch of lives. But I don't know what all that does for me as far as watch time and stuff like that, especially if my normal videos are still going to get like 100 views or, not a whole lot. But yeah, my watch time has definitely been going up because of them. But I want it to be entertaining as well. It's not like if you just try to go live just to get watch time, you're going to end up with nobody on there, because everyone's going to be like, why the heck is this dude even live right now? I want to do something entertaining in all my live streams. After this, I'm thinking about doing a movie night, but I found out that if you play a movie that's copyrighted, you can get in a lot of trouble. Obviously, I don't know why I didn't think about that. So I'd have to play some weird non-copyrighted movie, but I still might do that because it might be funny. So I might have a bad movie night after this. But guys, I'm about to cut these fish open, Said you hit 50 hook sets. That's awesome. Yeah, let's see if I can keep it. I'm all about retention and keeping my people. That's why I try to build a good relationship with my people. Well, that's part of the reason why. I have a million reasons. Yeah, lives help. Okay. I like your creative lives. Yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow or Sunday. If I can squeeze it in, I want to do one of those trivia live streams because that was cool. But I want to think of some new questions to add to the old questions and stuff like that. Might do the same questions again and then add some new ones. Since we got through almost all the questions, but yeah, I might add a few new ones. And then in a future one, I might leave out some of the ones that we've repeated a couple times. I enjoyed the trivia thing. I thought that was cool. Henry Harrington said, I'll get the popcorn. Yeah, I might do a bad movie night after this. I don't know why not. And that wasn't like my completely own idea. JV Outdoors, if you know who that is, he did some movie night things there for a while. And he said he's done doing that for a little bit. So I'm just going to do something along those lines. Suggestion, react to fishing YouTube videos on a live. I've done that a lot. I've done that a whole lot, actually. I've reacted to your guys' YouTube videos on my live. I've reacted to other ones. I've reacted to fishing, Richard Jean. Who was the guy who caught 100-pound catfish in Missouri? We watched his video. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot. But if you guys would rather do that after this, we could go do that for a little bit. But I'm either gonna do that or I'm gonna do a bad movie night after this. Maybe I'll take a vote towards the end. Henry Harrington said, "Who's the guy in the background?" What are you talking about, Henry Harrington? You know, you're scaring me. I'm the only one in this garage. There should not be a guy in the background. Freaking me out, Henry Harrington. All right, so I'm going to scaring me, bro. Was there a ghost behind me? I'm going to start cutting these fish open before they dry up. There's only fish in the background. There's no body. Creeping me out, Henry Harrington. Now we have to have a horror movie night. Scary movie night, guys. I think JB's done that a couple times because I think there's some really, really bad scary movies that are copyright free. But I don't know. You gotta be careful about that. I gotta review the movie first because he did one where it was showing like boobies and stuff. I was like, you gotta get your video taken down, man. Showing nudity in it. And I'm not about that. I want to be like a little bit more family friendly on my live streams than try to be a little more careful. But got a couple fish here. I caught 3 in the live stream today. I caught 14 in the live stream yesterday. But yeah, couple decent ones here. They're not huge. Definitely a decent fish. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to angle the camera so you can see what I'm doing here. And you won't get to see my beautiful face, and I apologize for that. I'm pretty sure that's why you all came. I'm going to aim it down at this thing. All right. I might even put it closer and get like a better view. Let's see what we got, y'all. I love this webcam. It's pretty versatile. You guys should get a good view right there. See what I can do if I can make the light any better. Maybe, maybe not. It helps to have professional lighting stuff, guys. Definitely helps a little bit. That's about the same. It ain't gonna change much. Okay, guys. This fish is very dead. Let's see. Nice size, says Dixie May. Well, thank you. They fought pretty good on that 2-pound test. I came to see that. Nice angle. Sweet, let's eat. What up, Off the Hook? That is the man himself right there. Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm sure all you guys are hook set to Off the Hook, and I'm sure you've checked out his channel and everything. But if not, the link is in the description for this video. You joined just in time. We're going to cut this thing open. And I'm going to take a vote at the end of this, whether you guys, after this, I'm going to do another live stream. It's up to you guys. Do you want to do a bad movie night? And when I say bad, I mean I have to play copyright-free movies. So they're going to be bad if we play a bad movie. But I'm either going to do a bad movie night and play a real bad movie. And I'll be in the chat and we can talk and stuff like that and laugh about it if it's funny. And then the other option will be to I'll react to YouTube videos. But I also got to be careful not to play YouTube videos that have like copyright songs in them and stuff. But yeah, trying to do more live stream stuff. stuff. That's probably just leave it right there. All right, guys. So a lot of people, and what I used to do is I would slip the trout down here, down the belly, stop there, and then stick my hand through like the mouth, and you just rip out all the guts, and it's kind of fun to do. But the actual way that I've actually switched, and the way I fillet almost every fish, like whether it's a bass, sunfish, whatever it is, I fillet them pretty much the same way. Let's see, it's the alien autopsy. You don't descale. No, it's a trout. I don't do any of that with the trout. Trouts have very, very small scales, and it doesn't matter. But yeah, I start, let's see if you guys can see it there. Yeah, okay. So I start around the tail, and it helps to have a sharp knife, you know, a fillet type knife that actually bend like that. Mine isn't super sharp, so I might hack it up a little bit. Where did NKR go? He hasn't posted in a minute, and I haven't seen him in the lives. He was in my live earlier for a little bit, and then he actually just said, "What's up, bro?" on Fishbrain right before I had to start this. So let's see. I do full body with a trout. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do it. I'm showing you guys how to fillet it right here. Off the hook said, no scales on a trout are not many. There's actually more scales on a trout. They're just really small. They're tiny, and you can eat them. Like they're real. Like here, hear that? If I wanted to descale it, I could, but I've never done that with the trout. So those are what the trout scales look like. So there's actually a lot of scales on a trout. They're just like, you can, if you eat the skin, it's fine, and you can totally eat the scales. It doesn't even taste like scales at that point, or they come off with cooking or something, because it doesn't feel like they're scales. Most people don't eat the skin. I sometimes do. It just depends how I'm having it. So I'll start here. You just put enough pressure to get through it, and I just do a sawing motion back and forth. Enough pressure to get through it and get to about the spine. Right there. And you want to be pushing like to where you're just bending to where this part is as flat as it can. Oh, I can't remember showing this. You want to push the knife where it's bending to where this is like as flat as it can get, this edge against the spine. You don't want to push too hard, because as soon as you start going through the spine, you're in all types of trouble. That's what people were saying. OMG, the eye tastes so weird. Eat the eye. My cousins, they're weird. They eat eyes and stuff like that when it comes to fish. I'm not gonna eat the eye. I'll put the eye with all the stuff. So yeah, I'm just going like sawing motion. Don't go too fast, and I'm just staying right against the spine. And people don't fillet like really small trout because they think you can't get good fillets, but I think you can. And so I don't even deal with the guts. I just cut it like that, and the guts stay off of the good meat that I'm cutting. So that's the fillet, and all I have to do left is take the blood vein off, and then those ribs right there. And so I'll cut the other fillet out first. And this is the part where the cutting board is going to start to get a little bit nasty. I got paper towels. It's always good to have paper towels or rags or something with you. Should wipe my knife off a little bit here. See, I'm going to cut the other fillet, getting a little bit of blood everywhere. I'm going to try to keep it from getting too disgusting with blood and guts and everything. So I'm doing the same thing here. It's harder on the other one because you already got half the fish off, so there's not as much to saw against, you know. But yeah, you get that other one, and then all that's left is just the bones and the guts, and I just put that in. I have a little bucket. Ooh, right there. So just get a bucket or something to put it in. See, sharp knife key for any kitchen, or you'll slice your fingers off. Listen to Dixie May. No, I was just joking. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat the eye. I know you were kidding. Somehow in one of our recent lives, we started talking about eating baits. Like, I don't know what was going on. People were talking about eating Senkos or something, and it got out of hand. No, it was fine. It was just weird. All right, so the ribs, I should probably tell you what I'm doing. It's weird, but I don't know whether I should recommend this or not, because it's not like the safest thing in the world. So maybe just try to get as close as you can to the rib and leave as much meat without doing this. But what I do is I put a little bit of pressure on the the rib like this with my finger. So I mean, you are technically cutting towards yourself, which is like one of the first rules of cooking and stuff. You're not supposed to cut towards yourself. But I just do it anyway, and I try to stay as close as I can and go slow. First, I outline the top, and then I just try to stay as close as I can to the rib cage and leave as much meat as I can. So like lifting up with the knife, and it should come off in one piece. If it doesn't, you might have to hack a little bit. But like when you first start doing your first few fillets, don't be discouraged. You probably won't get any of this meat here. It'll probably just be a weird fillet where all that's missing. But as you get better, you can leave all that. And I've taken basically all the edible meat off of the ribs there. So there's one little bone here I didn't get, but yeah, that one's done. And so all I'm gonna have to do, so I won't be able to stream too long on this live stream because I mean it's pretty cold in the garage, so I can keep these out here for an hour or so. But any longer than that, I need to go wash these and get these in the freezer. But yeah, that's one fillet. You just have to wash it off, completely boneless. And it does have the skin. I just leave the skin on, and you can just deal with that. Like, it's easy to fork off the skin if you don't want to eat the skin, because most people don't. But that's a pretty good fillet. I'll check the chat in a second. And what I got is, I got this bowl, and then I do have a slightly smaller bowl, because sometimes there'll be little pieces and stuff, and I like to cook those up for my dogs. But yeah, that fillet is definitely going to get either grilled, fried, or made into something fancier. Let's see. Feed the kitties. Yeah, all that. I don't know if you're talking about catfish or if you're talking about actual cats, but yeah, the little extra pieces all go to my dogs. I don't have any cats. My sister does, but the bones and the guts and all that stuff goes to the catfish out there in my lake. I'll be back on eating baits. Send the extra parts to the outdoor guys so they can attract mountain kitties, make cool content. Oh yeah, mountain lions. I'm trying to find some mountain lion on camera here because they're not supposed to be in Missouri. I mean, they used to be in Missouri, but for like 100 years or so, there's been no populations of them in Missouri, and people have been seeing them lately. And then in the town near me, I'm doing the same thing on this one. In a town near me, I didn't do quite as good there, but that was a little skinnier for some reason. In a town near me, there was a couple of deer lately that got completely they got their throats ripped out, and they were found with like almost completely intact, but they had like some of their haunches eaten and stuff like that. And it was like the type of kill that we don't have wolves either, so it's like, what the heck? I don't think it'd take a lot of coyotes to do something like that to these. These are really, really big deer. So people think those might have been mountain lions. And then in the same town, there's like several people who said they've seen them walking near the ring. Seen one walking near the railroad track, so I don't know. Panko breadcrumbs and deep fry. Yeah, guys, check out my. I got actually pretty good video. Wow, I'm choking. I had a pretty good video where I fried up some crappie, and I did some panko, and then I did some another way, and that crappie was delicious. You can't go wrong with fried crappie. But yeah, Dixie May knows what she's talking about. That's good eating right there. Eat anything deep fried, including plastic worms. Is it true stocked lake trout taste good, but wild river trout don't? No. Wild river trout tastes better than stocked trout in the lake. Yeah, stocked trout in the lake, a lot of their life they're fed just some pellet diet. And so their meat's pretty white. Like this is a little bit between white and pink. The wild trout will be like almost completely pink in the meat, and it's a lot. It just tastes has a lot more flavor to it. So wild trout actually tastes a lot better. This is stock trout. It's still really good. Some people will try to be snobs. They're like, I only eat wild trout. It's like, shut up, dude. This fish is just really good. It's just not quite as good. So yeah, I got 2 fillets. Thanks to everyone who's in here right now. And then let's see what people are saying. That's a Bigfoot killing. Can you guys follow my Instagram? Velasquez trying to get to 2K. Says Gabe Velasquez. No coyotes will eat a whole cow in a night if there's enough. No, Luke. So coyotes, yeah, if they're super hungry and there's enough of them, they'll take down a big animal and strip it. But this deer had its neck ripped. There's two huge deer, like really big. They had their necks ripped out and a tiny bit of meat eaten off their haunches, and that was it. I mean, that was it. If it were coyotes, they would have eaten a lot of it. It's just been there's been a lot of things that seem like it's just been like a cat either teaching its young to kill, or just going out and killing for fun. Or cats have a weird killing instinct, so they'll kill stuff just to play with it and stuff like that. And I don't know. A lot of people think that it was more the behavior of a mountain lion. It could have been coyotes and they got scared off or something, but apparently they were claimed that they were big teeth, like big teeth marks, bigger than a coyote. But I guess I don't know. I don't know too much behind it. I just know that there has been definitely sightings around here of mountain lions, but they don't have populations here. Buck and Bass, I had no idea you were live. Buck and Bass, go ahead and click next to the subscribe button next to my name. Click that little bell and turn it to all notifications, and it'll tell you when I'm going to go live. Because I made this 40 minutes ago, and it should have gave most of you guys notifications. Because I'm going to do some cool stuff like trivia and stuff like that, so let me know. I'm going to go grab the other trout and cut it open real quick, and then we can just talk for a minute. Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. Let's see who all's in here tonight. Happy Friday, guys. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know I am. It was sunny, and I got to go fishing. Caught 3 fish. I don't know why I left off the hooks comment up there so much. Let's see. Off the Hook Outdoors, got to get up early. He's out. See ya later, man. People, have you ever shot a deer, Sunfish King? Nope. I've actually never shot a deer. Just never have. I've shot a couple birds. I've shot 1 goose. I've shot like some small game, squirrel, rabbit stuff, but that's about it. And then a lot of, targets and stuff like that. But no, right now I'm not even legal to actually hunt without like hunting apprenticeship or something like that. All I need is my gun safety. I just need to go get my gun safety thing online for my state, which is weird because I'm allowed to own guns and stuff like that. But I don't. It's kind of weird. Let's see. Maybe I got the wrong way around. Makes sense. Yeah, it's the stock trout don't taste as good. Fucking Bass is getting close to 65 hook sets. Nice, man. Nice. Not to disagree with everything you're saying, but I still think they're coyotes. Could be wrong. Coyotes. We'll leave it and be back later. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it could have easily been just a group of hungry coyotes. That's the animal that we have a lot of around here, like way too many of. So guys, if you're just tuning in, this is how I fillet a trout. I used to mess with cutting out the guts, ripping out the guts, doing all that stuff. And at this point, you start here at the tail. You just make a little slice. Make a little slice, rock back and forth until you start to get into the actual meat. Okay? As soon as you start to get into the meat, I'm like cutting into the spine or something. It's taking me a while. Right there. And then also, you just try to bend this blade so that the part that's cutting is as flat as possible against the spine. But you don't want to push so far that you go through the spine. I started to go through the spine a little bit. I started a little too hard. So then you just want to just gently go back and forth and try to get as much meat as you can. Applying pressure, but not super strong pressure. And go to where it stops on the neck, and then I just cut. Cut along the neck. So that's a fillet right there. You're going to have to take the bones and the blood vein out, and then same thing for the other side. So sometimes, guys, you can do this and get a little bit of extra meat, like right there. Still got to cut the other side, but you can get a little bit extra meat, like right there. And those type of scraps, I mean, you can do whatever you want with them. But I have 3 dogs, so I just I'll cook those up, no seasonings, nothing. Just cook them up in a thing and give them to my dogs for like a treat or something. So I'm gonna do the other side. Okay. Too many here too. Yeah. Yep. We got a lot of people who hunt coyotes, and it's definitely something that's pretty much encouraged. Just like deer hunting, it's pretty much encouraged here in Missouri. I was trying to tell people that that snagging for Asian carp is pretty much encouraged in Missouri and Kansas. And people are like, I don't snag for fish. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. These fish suck. They're really bad. They're not supposed to be here. And any way you can get them out is good. And snagging is effective because we caught like 80 in 2 days one time. All right, guys. The same thing for the other side. Start at the tail. Start getting through there. Just apply slight pressure. And just like saw it while keeping constant, steady pressure against the spine. And you should feel it like vibrate against the spine if you're not going through it. If you feel it like ripping, it's probably trying to cut through the spine, and that's not what you want. And so you don't want it's just ate a lot of power bait recently. I can already tell just by looking at how his gut is. Like there's definitely power bait in there. I caught a trout the other day. I went to open his mouth, and I think I got it on video. And he started choking, and half a freaking Senko came out, like a whole Ned rig type of thing came out of his throat. I was like, that's messed up. All right. So then, like exactly what I was saying, this little meat right here is good for the dogs. So I'll just take that and give it for treats for my dogs. I don't give it to them raw just in case there's parasites or anything. So I just cook it up just on the stove and give it to the dogs. I swear, if I cut myself on this live stream, guys, I swear, better not happen. Was there like a bone in there? No, I think it's good. So yeah, that's for the catfish. Oh. And then, so you're left with, this one had a little bit of extra. This has the fins on it, so I actually have to cut that off. Holy crap. I'm going a little crazy there, but yeah, you got to cut those fins. You don't want that. You don't. Oh my goodness, it's hard to get through. Yeah, you don't want that nonsense. So same deal. You just got the little blood vein thing, and you got the ribs on there. So this is the last one. This is the last fish. I only kept 2 of the 3. I try to make it so you guys can see it a little better. I know my view isn't the best here. It's gonna be harder for me to cut though if I have it on that side. But yeah, outline the ribs with your blade. Outline the ribs with your blade, and then apply as little pressure as you can. I use my fingers here to feel the spine and keep it close, but you're also cutting towards yourself, so just be careful if you do that. You got to be really, really careful. Got as much meat off there as I could, so not perfect. If you want to, you can trim some of that skin off, so it's a better fillet. You don't really need all that stuff hanging on there, and then that's fine for the dogs as well. That's kind of a weird looking fillet, but we got almost as much meat as you can from that one. Did a pretty good job. And then same thing here. All right, y'all. So that's that other one. So I got a little bit of scrap stuff that I'm going to cook up for the dogs. And then we ended up with 4 decent fillets that here in a little bit I'm going to end the stream and go put in my, like wash off and put in my freezer for later. But we can sit here and talk for a minute before I have to end it and do that. Oh, move that. All right, guys. I love this webcam because I can just aim it down like that at whatever I'm doing. Unfortunately, I can't have you guys like see me talking and see it at the same time. But now I got to aim back at me. I can even put it closer to the computer so that I'm not staring at two different things. Down a tiny bit. And then I can move the, that light's fine, I think. Yeah, let me know if the light's fine. So let's see. I don't see anything new in the chat since Luke Crane said too many here too. Probably talking about coyotes. Yeah, coyotes. They suck. If I do get legal to hunt though, that'll be something I definitely won't mind going out and shooting. Because my sister has coyotes near her house, and she had them attack one of her cats. I don't know how her cat survived. It has freaking fang marks in its neck. And then she's talking about getting chickens, and if she gets chickens, we'll definitely have to go out there and shoot some coyotes and raccoons and stuff like that. Put out traps, stuff like that, because they can be a nuisance for sure. So anyone who's in the chat right now, thank you guys for being in here. Let me know what your water temperatures are, or how warm it is there. Are the fish active? Have you been fishing lately? Because here it's like, I have plans to go fishing soon. Here it's like, it was 50 something today. It was actually pretty sunny, but it got cold at the end of the day. It's the first nice day in quite a while, and this weekend it's going to go back to being cold, rainy. Sunday's supposed to really suck here, so I hope. And I think Monday and Tuesday are supposed to rain as well, so I hope pretty soon after that it goes back to being better weather or something, because I would expect pre-spawn to be just full in effect. You know, once the water gets, because it's supposed to be triggered by all the spawning and everything is supposed to be triggered by water temperature. It's supposed to be steady at like 50, 55, 60 around here, water temperature before they pre-spawn. But some bass started pre-spawning, getting into all that thing already because we had a couple warm days. But the water is not warm enough. So I wonder what it's going to do to the population and all the fish and everything like that. It's all about balance, and they are way out of balance. Yeah, and then we got, if you're talking about the coyotes, yeah, there's way too many coyotes, and then like deer too. It's just the carrying capacity and the amount of deer we're allowed to have. I think at one point there were like 400 deer in the entire state or something like that. One year is like the 50s or something. And that's when we started managing for deer. We're like, we can't have deer go extinct from the state because people are just shooting too many. There's no rules. And then we started managing for them, and now there's like 400,000 deer because not enough people wanted to hunt, and we managed too well for them and stuff like that. Now they're like, yeah, we want as many people hunting as possible for money, for all the tags, all that stuff, and then also just because the population's too freaking high. Oh. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you're fishing. I'm pretty sure, Luke, the weather's definitely warmer there. You're probably catching like active bass and stuff right now. I've caught a few bass this year, just no hogs yet. I don't think I've caught any catfish yet this year. So I got to break that. I've caught a lot of trout. Caught crappie, bluegill, smallmouth, a couple new, like, I think 5, 6, maybe 6 new species. I've got like 6 new species. 7 maybe. Either 6 or 7 new species already this year. So I'm doing pretty good there. It's pretty awesome. All right, so people who are in here, Luke, Mo Creek, anybody. I was wanting to sit here and have a little bit of a fishing discussion, but if you guys don't particularly have anything you want to talk about, then I could just throw my fish in the freezer and in this live stream. But let me know, guys. What I was hoping was to have a little bit more than 3 people. I know other people are all going live right now, so it kind of sucks. But let me know, and I did not post this on Fishbrain or anything. But let me know, guys, if what I was wanting to do after this was do a live stream movie night, and I wanted to play a fishing movie, but I found out that like with copyright reasons, you can get in trouble doing stuff like that. So you can only actually play non-copyright movies. So what I was wanting to do a little bit earlier when we had more people in here, but I guess we could do it now. It says there's only 2 or 3 people in. I wanted to have a vote and see if you guys, one, if you even wanted to do anything like that, because I can put up a stream on my channel, and then two, if you would rather do me try to find some non-copyrighted movie and have a movie night where basically I just play the movie on my channel and I'll have my face up in the side and we can react to it and talk about it, whatever. And I might have some popcorn, whatever. You guys can just hang out. And then the other option is Luke said, react to like YouTube videos. So I could have like just a stream however long people wanted to go where I play like some fishing videos and YouTube videos and stuff like that. And people just, and I can like react to them, whatever. You guys can recommend videos, something like that. So if anyone wants to do anything like that, let me know. I don't even know if there's anyone left in the chat right now. She said, old silent movies? I bet there'd be some of those. I know. So JV Outdoors was doing it on his channel. He did. I think I don't know if he did silent movies, but he definitely did like some foreign movies and stuff like that. They got subtitles and everything. I don't know if I've ever watched like an actual silent movie. But yeah, Mill Creek's got to go to bed, and then Dixie May said old silent movies. I could go do the movie night thing. I'd have to make a post on Fishbrain, see if I can get more people in. So I'm probably gonna make that. I'll make that stream, then I'll see what people want to do. I'll probably just call it movie night, and then I'll see if anybody. It says there's 4 people in here, so Bodie, Chinese kung fu movies, that would be awesome. And I bet there are some of those that are copyright free I could find. So Bodie, it says there's 4 people. Anyone in here? Let's tell me right now. I'm wanting to go and start a live stream here in a little bit once I clean all this stuff up. And I want to do a movie night. I either want to play some non-copyrighted movie, like it probably wouldn't be a great movie. It'd probably be like maybe even cringy, something we could react to and stuff like that. And I'll have my face on the side where whatever, and then the movie will be playing something from YouTube. And like Dixie May said, it could be old silent movies, could be 80s, 70s, 80s Chinese kung fu movies, stuff like that. And so I want to either do that or react to YouTube videos, fishing videos, stuff like that, because that was also suggested. So we already got a vote. Dixie said that she wouldn't mind going over and doing some like a movie night, doing one of those type of things she was talking about, like Chinese kung fu movies or something. I have to find something that's copyright free. But let me know if anyone in here is interested in that or me reacting to YouTube videos or anything like that. I just kind of want to hang out Friday night, whatever, stream and hang out with you guys. Do Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, that's what I was saying is I can't do copyright movies, unfortunately. Like I can't do movies that are copyrighted. It'd have to be like really bad movie. It has to be a movie that's not copyrighted. Like a copyright free movie. And there are some on YouTube, but I just have to like I don't know. I'll probably start the stream and look through some stuff and let you guys pick what you want to watch. Or, like Luke said earlier, react to YouTube videos. But I could also do that in a different stream if you guys just want to. I could pop over and start a movie and see who comes in, who leaves, and whatever. See how it goes. If it ends up me watching a movie by myself halfway through, then I might just end the stream. But like, I think it'd be fun to hang out, and I'm gonna get some popcorn going probably. Those are the shit on Saturday afternoons back then. The 70s, 80s Chinese kung fu movies. So I could definitely get that going. that might be an idea. And that's the only thing I've heard so far from anybody. And someone told me there's a way to change the chat delay, but I still haven't figured it out. Apparently I can change how long the delay is in the chat, but I still can't figure it out. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. So let's see. You could react to fishing fails. Yeah, that's another suggestion. Another suggestion. So maybe I'll start that stream, post about it on Fishbrain and stuff like that, and just get a few people in there and see what people want to do. And it'll be one of those two. I'll either be reacting to fishing videos of some form, fishing fails, fishing videos, something, or I will be playing some type of movie, and we can all hang out, watch it, talk, but not too much. You know what I mean. All right, guys. So what? It is in my time. It's 9:45 in my time. How much time do I need to give myself to clean up and everything? 45 minutes is a long time. I was going to start at 10:30 my time, but that's 45 minutes from now. I'll probably do 45 minutes or less from now, but I'm going to start a stream here soon. I'm actually going to start the stream like right after this, and I'll probably make it for right around 10:30, and then I'll post about it on Fishbrain, see who wants to come in, stuff like that. So I don't know how many people I'll get, but you guys are welcome to come. Thanks for coming in to this thing here. I thought I'd get more people. We could just sit and chat for a while, but that's cool. There's been a lot of people live streaming lately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end, let's see, the Chinese in the Kung Fu movies always eating fish and rice. Fish and rice doesn't sound bad, though. That would be fun if you, me, and Backyard Boy should do a fishing trip one of these years. You guys are in, what, Utah? I would love to get out there and fish. You guys have some awesome, like rivers and trout and stuff like that. If I could work that out, that would be sweet. It'd be awesome for freaking YouTube, too, for our channels. All right. So unless anybody has anything, I'm going to give 3 minutes. I'm going to give 3 minutes for anybody to, if anyone has any questions or wants to talk about anything, that's fine. But I'm going to end this thing in about 3 minutes, and I'm going to immediately, once I end this, I'm going to start another stream. So get your notifications turned on if they're not. And I'll set it for about 30, 40 minutes from now. And we can see what people want to do. Get a few people in here and see if they want to watch some 70s, 80s Chinese Kung Fu movies. See if they want me to react to some fishing things. Just see what people want to do. See if I can get more than 2 people in here. Thank you guys for being in here. Yeah, Utah. Yeah, awesome. So I've done some fishing in Colorado, and it was sweet, but I've never gone to Utah, which is just a little further west from me. Definitely some cool stuff out there. You catch a lot of trout out there in Utah. I know in Colorado, up in the mountains, you get into a few different species of trout. And then when you get down near Denver, it's more like here where you got like catfish, bass, sunfish, crappie, stuff like that. But there's also pike in Colorado, which is really cool. We don't have pike here in Missouri at all. What up, Living MN Outdoors? So what I just did, man, thanks for tuning in, dog. Oh, I just filleted 2 trouts. I caught 3 rainbows in my live stream. I was fishing at a different place than my other one. I ended up catching 14 fish in that last live stream, but I caught 3 today. It wasn't quite as fire. It didn't stay out nearly as long. I caught 3 today, and I just cut them open. I angled my webcam down, and I showed everyone me cutting them open on my little cutting board here and everything with my fillet knife. But what I'm about to do in a few minutes, I'm about to end this stream, and I'm going. Dixie said going to bed. Okay, later, Dixie. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. So, living in and outdoors. Yeah, I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to immediately set up another stream for about 30, 40 minutes from now. And I'm going to probably just call it movie night. I don't know what people want to do, but I'm going to the choices are either going to be, I have to do copyright free because YouTube reasons, but I'm either going to find some copyright free movie of some form and just play it and we can chill, watch it. I'm going to eat some popcorn, stuff like that. Or a couple people suggested reactive fishing videos, so like fishing fails or just fishing videos or something like that, and I could play whatever people suggest, stuff like that. So I'm going to do a live stream of some form, not from the garage, from the room that I normally do my live streams from. And yeah, I'm probably going to start it, and then I'm going to see who comes in, and I'm going to let people take a vote or whatever and see what we do. Let's see. You got a pellet grill? No, I don't have a pellet grill. I have a normal grill. The Reef Robber says, sup. What up, Reef Robber? I don't know if you just heard everything I just said, but I'm about to end this here in a minute and go set up a live stream not too long from now in my room, and either do a movie night where I play some copyright free movie because it's got to be copyright free, or I will react to fishing videos, something like that. Either way, my face will be up on the side on a little screen, and you guys can say stuff in the chat and we can talk about it, whatever. I'll be eating some popcorn, hanging out, watching some stuff, and you guys are welcome to pop in, head out as you want. So yeah, I don't have a pellet grill. That'd be awesome. Just popped in to say hi. Cool, Reef Robber. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night, dude. Have a good weekend. All that stuff. So yeah, here in a few minutes. If you guys have nothing that you want to talk about here, fishing or otherwise, then I'll go ahead and start that other stream and see who I can't get in there. Because I'm kind of tired. I don't have a lot of energy to do a whole lot this evening. And I was probably just going to go to bed after this, but I definitely have time. Definitely have the energy and the time to play at least a movie or some fishing videos or something and hang out with you guys. So that's the plan there. After I put these trouts in the freezer, I'm going to go, but I'll try to be here for the movie. All right, Bodie. I don't know what Backyard Boy's doing. You can see if he's not doing nothing. He could pop in. Trout are great on the pellet grill. I bet they are. A little lemon, butter, and fish seasoning. Dude, I bet. I bet. So, yeah, no, if you guys can so I got a lot I'm trying to say right now. Living in and outdoors. Did you see my trout almondine video? That's probably the fanciest way I've ever made trout. I normally grill them, fry them, do them like pan-seared or something. But yeah, that trout almondine was a little bit more fancy than I'm used to. But trout's good like a lot of different ways. If I had a pellet grill, I'd definitely be trying that. But you can do it on a normal grill with lemon, butter, and fish seasoning too. But I know a pellet grills are really awesome. At work, we used to sell, my old job, not this one, we used to sell those Traeger pellet grills. I think they were pretty expensive. Anyone who's in here is definitely welcome to head on over to that other live stream. As soon as I end this one, I'm going to, like, not start the other one, but I'll at least set it up and time it. And so there should be a post on my YouTube page. It should come up in your notifications if you have your notifications turned on about what time and have a little thumbnail and all that jazz. Yeah, it got it's a short video, so it should be pretty quick to check out. It's like less than a minute. And the Trout Almondine one, I got 12,900 views on it. So that's my most viewed video of any videos. So almost 13,000 views on that video. And at the end of it, I have a little thing where I say who I am and I tell people like subscribe and like and all that. I got like 39 subscribers from that video overnight. Blew my mind. 39 from one video. That's like nuts. That's nuts. Got a Pit Boss half the price of a Traeger. Yeah, that's what I think I just said something about the price. They were pretty expensive, the Traeger ones. They seemed like, name brand expensive, whatever. They're great and all, but yeah, I'm sure you can find cheaper ones that work just as well. Sometimes you're just paying for the name when it comes to something like that. All right. I think you're the only one in here living in outdoors, so thanks for being in here, man. If you have any other questions or anything like that, I'll go ahead and give you 60 seconds. I'm not going to kick you out if you want to talk about anything. I'll give you more than 60 seconds if you want to talk. If you want to talk about anything, I'll hang out. But I'm going to go ahead and end this thing pretty soon and go start that other stream. And you're welcome to pop in there if you want. If it's too late, I totally get that too. But yeah, thanks for being in here, man. Hanging out in the garage. I thought it was going to be cold out here, and it's really not that cold in the garage. Kind of cozy out here. But I'm not going to do movie night here. I'm definitely going to do it inside. We had a deer hunting video hit 21K. It blew your minds. That's nuts. Was it the time you released it, like timing or something like that? Did you release it sometime over the winter or during like deer season or something? I don't know. That's crazy. Not that you don't deserve all those views. It's just crazy that when one video blows up way more than the rest or whatever randomly. And I've heard a couple people like, all you need is one video to blow up. It's like, that doesn't really do anything. You wake up the next day and everything's the same. I mean, I got 39 subscribers from one video, which is nuts. JC Elkins, how do you fly fish? I don't know how to. Hey, living in outdoors. I don't know how you can answer that. How do you fly fish? But if you have any advice for fly fishing, let us know. So I've actually never fly fished, JC Elkins, but there's a couple different types of flies. There's flies that float. There's flies that don't float. And there's basically the differences with a fly. You're casting a weighted line, and the weighted line is what you're using to cast your bait because your baits weigh virtually nothing. And when you're fishing with a spinner or a bait caster or something, your bait or the actual lure or your line weight, like a couple split shots or something, that's what's casting your weight. You're casting your bait, as opposed to the line with fly fishing. But there's a lot of differences. Timing was everything. Gotcha. Oh, you don't fly fish, living in and outdoors? I was just asking just in case you knew. I don't fly fish either. Sorry, you asked the wrong people. JC Elkins. Bass, I think, aren't you Bass Catcher 07 or something like that on Fishbrain? Where'd you go? I don't even find your name anymore. There you go, JC Elkins. How do you fly fish? I don't know how. I don't either. So if you figure out, let me know. But I would say watch a bunch of videos and try to find reviews and try to find what's a cheap beginning fly setup or something for the fish that you're going for. And then go somewhere that doesn't have a lot of trees or anything to get, cast into and screw yourself up. And then just go try a bunch. I'll let you go. Have a great night. All right. Later, living in and outdoors. You're welcome to pop in. So JC Elkins, I know you just joined in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this thing here pretty soon, and I'm going to start another stream after this, and I'm going to go in my room inside, clean up everything out here, and I'm either going to do, it's up to the people who pop in there. You're welcome to pop in there. If you have something to do, that's fine too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a movie night. I'm either going to play some copyright free. I can't play like any movie you guys like know or anything because it's got to be a copyright free movie, unfortunately. I'll probably play some movie. I don't know how horrible it'll be, but it'll probably be somewhat funny. It might be so bad it's good. Basically one of those type of deals. And then that'll be one option. The other option will be to react to YouTube videos, something like that. Just hang out and just watch something, whether it's a YouTube video or some copyright-free movie. But I'm going to go start that live stream here in a little bit, and I'm going to post about it on Fishbrain and stuff and see how many people I can get in there, and then take a vote once people are in there and see what people want to watch. So that's the plan. That is the plan. I'm not kicking anyone out of here. It says there's only one person in the chat. All right, I'll definitely join. And it's 10 o'clock here, so I have nothing to do, LOL. It's 10 o'clock here, too. I'm in Central Time. Gotcha. I'm in Central Time, living in Missouri. Yeah, so yeah, it's fine if you have to leave, because you got to go to bed or you got to go do something else, or you get bored or something. That's totally fine. It's like one of those things where you can pop in, leave whenever. I'm not holding anybody hostage, making anybody stay. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and you can see if it ends up being something that you want to check out. So I don't know if anyone else is in here. I'm gonna let you guys know that I am going to end this stream here, and I'm going to start another stream in the next 45 minutes or less in my room. And we're going to be watching something. I don't know what we're going to be watching. It's going to be up to you guys. We're going to be watching something. All right, y'all. I don't see anyone commenting in the chat. So just so you guys know, I'm about to make a post about it. I'm about to make a stream about it. Sometime in the next 45 minutes, I'm starting a live stream on this channel right here, Sunfish King. And I will be reacting to something. Fishing videos, copyright-free movies that are probably really bad. I don't know. But that's what's going on. So JC Elkins, Living In and Outdoors, anyone who's in here, you guys are welcome to join. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, though. Thanks, guys, for being in here. I really appreciate you. Going to go ahead and start another stream, though. So come and tune in if you want to join. See you guys there.